Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark Roden. In today's video we are going to be going over all the Porsche 911 generations and ranking them from worst to best. I'm in my living room today because no one's home. I feel like a wild lad, guys. I'm in the living room. Look at me. But yeah, we're gonna be ranking all Porsche 911 generations. I'm not the biggest Porsche 911 fan, so I'm not ranking these based off of like impact or anything like that. I'm just ranking them off of if I like them or not. Okay, so if the real Porsche 911 fanboys come out of nowhere and they're like, hey, that's incorrect, you butt smuggler. Well, I don't know, okay? I'm not the best at this. Also, song of the day is called Caribbean by Shoreline Mafia. Go give it a listen. I love Shoreline Mafia. These guys are smack dabble pop Rice Krispies, okay? They're freaking amazing. It's rap music, so if you don't like rap music, obviously, don't give her a listen, you stupid boy. But if you do like rap music, go give it a shot. It's like West Coast rap music. These guys, Shoreline, okay, I don't know, whatever that is, that's where they are. I mean, there's a Shoreline in Connecticut, but I can tell you one thing, they're not from Connecticut, that's for sure. But either way, go give them a listen. Without further ado, let's get right into it though, ranking all Porsche 911 generations. There is 8 Porsche 911 generations, so let's rank all 8 of them. And coming in at the 8th place, I'm sorry for all the purists out there, it's the first generation. I know people are gonna be like, there's this thing where it comes to ranking all of a certain item where people get mad when you rank the first one not that high because they're like, well, it started it off, it wasn't for the first one, all the other ones wouldn't have even been able to shine. And I understand that method of thinking, but at the same time, I'm not ranking them based off of nostalgia or whatever it may be. I'm just ranking it off of if I like them or not. And to be honest, the first generation Porsche I really don't like. First of all, it doesn't look that great. It's a very, very classic car. I'm a 2000s baby, okay, so I don't really quite understand the whole appeal behind the really old cars. I just don't get it, okay? I'm not saying they're bad, I'm just saying I don't get it. On top of all that, I know I would hate to drive this thing because there's no comforts in them. Obviously, it's a 60s car. But on top of that, I'm a taller guy. I'm 6 foot tall. If I sit in this thing, I'm gonna be like crunching my neck, dude. I'm gonna feel like I'm breaking my neck. It's gonna be awful. So I'm sorry, but I'm putting the first gen as my least favorite. Oh, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, but we're not ranking any of the .2s, by the way. So there's like the 991.2, the 997.2, or whatever it may be. None of those. We're just ranking them based off of whatever. But either way, 7th place, the second worst, is the 996. The 996 Porsche 911 just doesn't look good, man. You've heard it all before. People have said the 996 hasn't really looked incredible, and that's pretty true. I'm just gonna be honest. Now, I will say the 911 Turbo S 996 does look better than the majority of the 996s that you will probably see. I think the reason why people think these look ugly is because they see Carreras, you know, and the Carreras, they've always kind of been like the more tamed out versions of them. The Turbo S's with the aggressive fenders and stuff like that, they do look good. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to have a 911 996 Turbo S. Every Porsche 911 looks good, but compared to the rest of them, I do think these cars are just are subpar. On top of that, it didn't really do much. Like the 993 had the GT2, and then the car right after this, the 997, had the GT3, and it's like this one just didn't have any of that. It just kind of had the Turbo S, and that was pretty much it. Coming in at the number 6 spot, might just be at the number 6 spot because in my opinion it's kind of been played out, but it's the 991. Hear me out. I love the 991. Everybody loves the 991 Porsche 911. I want a 991 Porsche 911. Everybody wants a 991 Porsche 911. Jesus, that's like a tongue twister. Say it really fast, it's hard. But everybody wants one. Everybody does. They're good cars. They're cool cars. But it's like the WRX effect to me. Like, I've multiple times recommended buying a WRX before, right? Because they are good cars, especially for their price. But I live in Connecticut and I see WRXs all the time, so I personally would never want to own one. They're just outplayed to me. I just don't really care for them anymore because I've seen them all the time. And when you start to see a car so much, it just gets a little boring to you. And that's how it is with the 991. The 991 had its time, and when it was at its peak, every post on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube was about somebody talking about the freaking 991 Porsche 911, especially the GT3 RS. And I'm gonna say something that might ruffle some feathers, but I'm a feather rustling kind of guy. I like the GT3 991 better than I like the GT3 RS 991. Sue me, sue me, sue me. All right, but 5th place, we're going back in time a little bit. It's the 964. The 964 911 has such a unique body style. I love the freaking little spoiler on the back of the 964s. The 964's little spoiler back there, count me in. Count me in, partner. I love that. I don't feel like I feel like they never really brought that back. I think they did with the 993s, but then I'm pretty sure that was it. And then now we have like, yeah, the new Porsche 911s. They have like active spoilers or whatever, but it's not the same. It's not the same as that cool like deck lid spoiler that the 964 had. That thing was freaking sick. On top of that, this was the Widowmaker generation, I believe. So this is the one that was really hard to control, and that's kind of the reason why I'm putting it lower than what most people would suspect. I feel like most people would suspect the 964 to get like #1 on my list because I do like this, like these years of cars. They're gorgeous. It's a gorgeous car, but it's another one of those cars, kind of like the first generation, where I love looking at them and everything and seeing videos on them and stuff online or using them in racing video games and stuff. But I know in real life, if I actually owned a 964, I would hate it. Not only because it would be probably pretty annoying to handle, but it doesn't have that many comforts in it, but also because I would hate to drive it. I would feel like guilty for driving the thing. All right, coming in at 4th place, however, is going to the newest generation of the Porsche 911, the 992s. The 992 did one thing and one thing incredibly well, the taillights. I have said it before, and I will say it again, so help me God. The taillights, when taillights are connecting on the back of cars, I freaking love that. I don't know why, but it gets my pickle doing the cartwheels. My pickle starts doing jumping jacks, because I love that. That's why I love the FDRX7 so much. That's why I love this car so much. That's why I like the honeycomb freaking 4th generation Firebirds. That's why I love those so much. I love when the taillights connect like that, and this car has that. But the rest of the car, in my opinion, just looks so freaking similar to the 991. In my opinion, it hasn't really changed anything from the 991. And I will say the GT3 RS of this generation is definitely better for sure, but the rest of the car, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just kind of forgettable. I feel like in a couple years from now, when the people are talking about 911 generations, the 992 is going to be one that's just kind of lost in the history books. It's just not that special compared to the rest. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've had to relocate actually to my own room because somebody did get home in the middle of that recording, unfortunately. But 3rd place is the 997. In my opinion, the 997 is the shift that, oh Jesus, I'm going to drop my computer. The shift that Porsche made from the classic old timeless design to the modern design. Some people can say that's the 996. To them, I say I just kind of like to forget about that car in general. The 997 it looks so good still to this day, even though this car was made in like freaking, I don't even know, when was this car actually developed at first? If I had to guess, I would say like 2009. That's a hot guess there, but like it looks modern is what I'm trying to get at while it's not. And it's just incredible. On top of that, the 911 Turbo S's of these models in particular are my favorite hands down. The Carreras, I never really care about the Carreras. The Carreras on these don't look that great, but the Turbo S's look absolutely incredible. And this is the first one that they did the GT2 with, the GT3 RS with. Like this car is a first. It's a great beast. Coming in at 2nd place, very close to 1st place, it's the 993. The 993 is just, in terms of looks, I can't get over the 993's looks, man. Like I said, I'm a big fan of 90s cars, so of course the 90s Porsche 911 is also going to be pretty much my favorite. 1st place is an exception, but the 993 is just, I don't even understand how to describe it. First of all, the 911 GT2 993 was like a race car from the heavens above. Like that thing was absolutely just perfection. It also kept the whole rear deck lid design from the 964. So actually I think this is the last generation of the rear deck lid being like the entire spoiler or whatever, if I'm not mistaken. The tail lights look absolutely incredible. The front end is a perfect mixture, in my opinion, of curves yet still squared off like a classic 911. It is a perfect mixture. The only thing I don't like about the 993, and it actually in my opinion takes away from the car quite a bit, is the wheels. I think though if they made this car with better wheels, oh my god, this thing would have been absolutely perfection. But the wheels on this car look hideous. But of course, if you know the process of elimination, then you know that means 1st place, in my opinion, is the 911 930, which kind of contradicts everything I've said about me not liking classic cars, because this is technically the 2nd generation of the Porsche 911. But there is just something about the 930 911 that speaks to me. It's like the 964 wishes it could be the 930. You know, the 964 is just like, it's trying its best, but it doesn't even get close to the 930. The 930 is, oh my god, perfection. Like, it is just genuinely amazing. The wide arches is obviously like kind of a staple with Porsche 911s everywhere, especially when it gets up into the higher levels like GT2s, GT3s. They always kind of have the wide fenders, wide rear quarter panels, or whatever it may be. But this car's like arches in particular are so defined. Like a 911 turbo from this is always significantly more like aggressive looking than the Carreras. The Carrera 930s do not look anywhere close to the turbos. The turbos look like ready to go out of the box race cars. They're wide as hell, low as hell. They are just, oh my God, they're perfection. They are actually perfection captured in a bottle. It is. I'm not a big 911 fan, like I said before, but the 930 is a car that I will always dream of owning one day. They're amazing. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video ranking all Porsche 911 generations from worst to best. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please just like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content to the video. Let me know what other videos I'd like to see in the comment section down below. And yeah, as always, this is going to be like a new mini-series type of thing that we've been doing. We've been ranking all cars from different things. I think we did the Honda Civics. I think we did the Accords. I think we did Nissan Silvias. I don't think we did the GTRs. You know what? That might be the next one. That might be the next one. I might do that next. But let me know what other like cars you'd like to see me rank all of. We did Corvette generations. I know we did that as well. But yeah, let me know what like cars. Obviously, there's a ton of cars out there that have tons of different generations behind them. The Celicas, there's 7 of those. Not the Eclipse. There's only like 5 of those, so I guess you can't really rank all the Eclipse generations. But there's a lot of cars. Evos. Oh, I did the Evos. Actually, I think I did the Evos. Either way, yeah, I could do some more. So let me know what other ones you'd like to see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Das Vidania, and have a nice night.